In late 2008, you apparently signed a deal, a promising deal, promising Michael would appear with his family on a show. All Good Entertainment put together the show with Michael and his brothers, and later was tried to sue Michael for allegedly breach of contract for $20 million.
Yeah. Well, let me just explain that to you. Some guys came into my office. They said, we'd like to do a world tour with the family, or a pay-per-view. I said, well, Michael's not going to work with his family, and he's not going to do a pay-per-view. Please, 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 just talk to him about it. So they came up with this idea, we're going to give him $30 million, we're going to give him $15 million, then we're going to... I said, look, it's not going to work. And I said, I'll tell you what, you write it up, I'll tell Michael about it. If he wants to do it, fine, but I'm telling you right now, he's not going to do it. I said, but where's the money coming from? Do you have the money? Oh yeah, we got the money, don't worry about it. I said, well, I've been through 1 million of you guys. I said, there's tons of people come in and out of my office. They want to know if they can do this, if they can have that. And then, like, if it's a good idea and you present it to Michael and there's no money, well, what's the sense in me wasting my time? I said, you put 10% of the retainer in an escrow account with my account, in which I am going to take $150,000 or up to for expenses. Because I'm not flying all over the country to talk to Michael.
On your behalf.
Yeah, on your behalf for nothing. You know, not that I'm looking to get paid, I just want my expenses. I said, I know what it is to sit in a hotel room for 9 days waiting for him to show up. Everybody agreed. They had a deadline. That money never reached that account. We had a call, they needed a little extension. Fine, I gave it to them verbally. The money never hit the account. I went to 1 or 2 meetings where they were trying to raise money. And by the way, there's a non-disclosure agreement that all those people signed saying they would not talk about this deal. That, in other words, they had the money, they didn't have to go out and raise it. What they were doing was getting my signature and going out trying to raise money. That deal was null and void right there because they broke the non-disclosure. So what I think happened, this is just my thought, okay, that they must have borrowed some money for their expenses, and they had to pay that back because they guaranteed the guy the deal was going to happen. Now they're scrambling with a lawsuit, okay? I did not ever tell them I represented Michael Jackson or the brothers, because I didn't. I was Michael's friend. Now,
who had an in?
Yeah, who could get Michael on the phone. And what we were talking about were movement projects. Now, when March came, first of all, Michael signed his deal with AEG, I believe, in London before he made the announcement. I had no idea. We didn't really discuss what he was doing with AEG. He did it. You know what I mean? We talked after that, again, about movies. I said, oh, I see you made a deal. He said, oh, yeah. He said, I'm very happy. He said, I'm doing this for my children, so because they've never seen me perform, and I want them to see why people chase me in cars. Wait out, because they have questions. I said, that's a good idea. Never said to him, do you need my help? Can I be involved? Do you want to do this other deal? Okay? So now he calls me in March and says, Frank, have you ever met, do you know Randy Phillips? I said, no. I said, I know who he is. I said, to tell you the truth, our paths have never crossed. I said, when I managed you before, he was doing something else. And I think he was with Rod Stewart.
Yeah, Rolling Stones or Rod Stewart.
Yeah, I said, I don't know. And he says, well, would you do a conference call tomorrow with me and Randy? I said, yeah, I'll do a conference call, but what's it about? I don't want to just do a conference call. Do a conference call. He said, well, I want to know if you'll manage me again. And I said, well, yeah, sure. I said, why? He said, well, you know, I'm doing these concerts, and I need help. You know how to do this. You know what I want. Next day, we had a conference call. Michael and I spoke. Randy kind of listened. We got introduced over the phone. And Randy says to Michael, it sounds like you have a real comfort level with Frank. He said, absolutely. He said, I should have never fired him, Randy. I love the guy. He's honest. I love his wife. I love his children. He's who I want to manage me. And he said, when can you come out here? I said, I get out there probably next week. I said, I have to close up what I'm doing here. I did. I came out. I met Randy the day after I arrived. We started our rehearsals. I was at rehearsals. I met with Michael every day until he passed away. I was with him. So, as far as there being a conspiracy with Allgood, how could it be a conspiracy? I never met the guy. You know, I never met him. We didn't conspire against him. That's a joke. And you know, these claims will be answered in court, and I'm sure.
Due time.
Well, it's coming up pretty soon. We're going to start.
Okay. Can you tell us a little about Dr. Tomei's role with Michael? He was, is he still dealing in Michael's businesses?